Hello fellow rogues and alchemists, and welcome to another episode of Thaumcraft, the Forbidden Arts. In the previous episode, we were gathering dark gems so we could create our super spawner that's begun behind us. Today, we draw up the plans and put this monstrosity together. This thing is going to do everything. Sit back and relax, grab some snacks. Let's play some Thaumcraft. I am excited for today. This is going to solve so many problems when it's done. XP, mana, you name it, this thing will produce it. Now, there are we need a lot of resources here. And I want to create a little mini storage area just for mob drops because it's going to be creating a lot. And I want to make sure that we can manage the flow that's coming out of there because otherwise that sucker has the potential to implode our world and I don't want that to happen. So we need to get some good old-fashioned wood. Now, I want to introduce you to something here. So many villages around here might have a hedge wizard of sorts. It's a very simple and crude magic, but some of it is actually very good. And to kind of get started in it here, we have these dusts, this runic wizardry. And we'll start by making some lapis dust here. We'll just make a bunch of this stuff. After this, we'll never make any of these dusts again. We're going to stick to these. There's our inner rune dust. Okay, now if we take our enchanted book and do this. There we go. And this is our little library of runes. We've been cooking up some bones. Now we have all the blaze rods that we'll ever need. For a while anyway. Blaze powder, cool. This blaze runic dust is the highest strength runic dust you can make in this hedge magic. And we're also going to want to make ourselves a little broom. So that we can brush away any errant dust that we get. There we go. A little dust broom. And now we're ready to rock and roll. We just have to find a place where there's some trees. There we go. All set. And then we just need to have 2 sticks, 3 oak, shift right click on the dust, and let the magic do the work for us, baby. Give me some wood. Haha. Manual labors for peasants. Woo! And that is a breeze for collecting the trees. Alright, we're back, baby. Thanks to the hedge magic, we were able to get plenty of wood. And that's important for us because this thing is going to be producing tons of drops. And we want to be sure that we can manage the resources that come out of it without it backing up. Because if it backs up, our world explodes, and we don't want that to happen. So a brief demonstration about how we're going to do that. First of all, I want to make tons of floating flowers. These glowing flowers plus pasture seeds equals floating red flowers. And these floaters can be applied to any functional flower and make it floating, which can kind of help us place these things in areas you normally couldn't place them. You can see we got right here. Now, there's an interesting property about these flowers. If I set this down right here, and if we make a little space here, and throw on our chests. Now, if we are like this, and we toss out items, which one's it going to go into? Let's see. I'm going to say that it's going to put it in this chest right here. No matter what. So let's toss all these out. They'll get picked up. They're right here. None of them went to any of the other chests. Okay. Now, if this is all clogged up with stuff, and we throw out an item, I can tell you where that will go too. That one will go into this chest. And if that's full, it will go here, 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 and then to the bottom. I know this because I have way too much time in my hand and way too much experience with the Tanya. But this is a good thing. Because that pattern is predictable, and I'll just demonstrate it. We'll toss out our scissors, that'll get picked up, and it will end up right here. Yep. Now this is useful because if we put down drawer controllers, this thing will recognize as inventory and it'll put it in there as well. So we can use this to suck items out of our super spawner, and it'll put them into a little mini storage door network, which we're going to have connected to just our spawner. And then we'll put a disposal system in the lowest priority slot, which will be the one below it. So if you ever run out of space, it'll instead eject it out the bottom, and we can have that go into like a cactus or something, and it will destroy it, therefore guaranteeing that our system will never back up. So, yay! And that's our little Botania lesson for today. So due to the little intricacies of the Botania Hopper Hawk, we'll use that as kind of a filter mechanism to keep what we want and dispose of the extras. Now, part 2 of the plan. Handling XP. Botania is going to work for this as well. In fact, it's going to double. Not only will we be getting rid of the XP, but we'll be converting it into mana, and we'll have a constant passive source of mana at a high level. I will show you what I mean. So I have all the stuff that I needed here. This is why we made this. I made the system a little bit more robust here. We have 4 of these endo flames here, and it's automated in such a way that whenever this runs out, it'll just pull another one in here, and we're getting a constant supply of mana here. It's burning up coal very quickly, but it's going to be temporary. We're not going to have to rely on this much longer here. So that was cool. Okay, that's probably fine. What we need are some runes of mana, which are going to be these mana pearls and these mana steel ingots. Each one takes 5. So that took quite a bit of mana in its own right for these here. Rosa Arcana, show you that flower. Pink little guy right here. So we're gonna need 2 pinks, 2 purples, and a lime. We got our petals, and the first rune is done. We'll just plop a living stone on there, tap it the wand, and there we go. And we can hit it with the empty hand to start the next one up. Okay, so that's this. Now we can go over here, put that in here, and we were 2, 2, and 1. We got some seeds in here. Bam. Now if we had enough, we could just put them in there with empty hand as well. This guy we want to turn into a floating form as well. Nice. Now this is very special, because if we get near it, you'll see my XP starts to drain. If we had a spreader by that, it would be turning it into mana. It can also pick up XP orbs, so we can put that in here and use it to absorb all of our XP, and it will convert it into mana. So we have this thing running constantly. We'll have a constant supply of mana, LP, XP, and blood. Haha. Another demonstration time of a little nuance you may not be aware of. Now, normally if we were to try something like this, put down chest on top of it, and put chest inside, and then do this, what do you guys think is going to happen? I think this would either break the chest or it would stay put. But because of Quark, it will move and still keep its inventory. You see. That also has effects on other things as well. Normally, if we were to do this, it wouldn't move because you can't push this flower. But You can, thanks to Quark. So we can use this as a way of turning the generation of mana on and off. So if we want XP, we can just simply turn off the mana production qualities of the farm and turn it into XP mode. You see how this is all coming together, guys? I'm so excited. Oh, this is going to be epic. Got our flowers in here. They're already topped off with mana because I've been running around here. And what I'm going to do is wire this up. Now, before I do that, I want to get our pipes in here so that way I know where I need to put my redstone. I don't want to have any problems. So get all this set up here. And that will take care of our blood. Okay. And we'll just wind this down over here. Right here will be where our transfuser will sit. Right in the corner here. Yeah. Okay, splendid. So we can just... Yeah, it's going to sit right there, so we can just send that down. Kill this. Break that block. Nice. Okay. Very good. And this is where that will sit. And then we'll be able to put a row of blocks here. Yeah, and a row of blocks here, because when these extend, they'll be at this level. So we can even hide them. Okay, very good, very good. Now if we look at these, kind of hard to tell here. I don't want to break them, but they only extend their influence out one block around them. Which will mean that there'll be 2 blocks here in the middle that don't have any exposure to these flowers for the XP. Which means in theory, XP would just kind of collect in the middle and not be extracted. But I do have a solution for that, which we will get to shortly here. Okay, so that's right here. So that means our storage drawer controller, we'll get the slave here. The slave will go right here. Our floating hawk will go right there. And I think that is perfect because the sun rises in the east. So it's going to prioritize putting stuff inside the storage system first. If it can't, it's going to put them up here. And if it still can't, if we put something below it, it'll drop it down. And I think right there we'll put a disposal system. Oh boy, there's a lot that goes into this thing, let me tell you. So right now, here's what we have. It doesn't look like much, but believe me, a lot of work went into this. So we have our flowers here, all lined up. Our blood pipe is installed. Redstone paste is amazing because it allows us to wire the. Normally, you have to extend these out, and you'd have to put like repeaters facing in, and the redstone would have to be on top of the block, and you couldn't go underneath. This has just been amazing. I love this stuff. So these are all wired up, and this will allow us to extend or retract these guys. And I did test it. They retain their mana when you move them. And we have this neat looking breaker switch from Immersive Engineering. It basically acts like a normal switch, just looks different. Well, one thing about it though that I don't know if I love it or if I hate it, but when you use the thing... Did you make the sound effect with your mouth? It's funny. But anyway, let's plop that on here. Is it getting dark? No. Okay. So anyway. Mana mode. XP mode. And the way we'll get mana is we'll keep these down. I'm sorry, the way we'll get XP is we'll keep these down. And I made a little chute back here where the XP orbs will be able to get through. We did that with chisel and bits. A little bit of mechanical chisel and bits here. Hopefully that's big enough. If it's not, you know, we can always make it a few more pixels tall. And we can put a brain in the jar there to collect. So XP and mana are handled, items are handled. This has been collecting, oh yeah, let me show you this. Okay, so we have our controller slave right here. And on top of that, we have our hopper hawk. Items will prioritize this first, and then they'll go up here, and if there's no space for anything else, they'll go down into the open crate and they'll fall. And what we'll put here would be like a cactus or something to destroy the items, so that way we'll never overflow. These flowers here are the anti-magnetic flowers. We have 4 of them. So that way if I stand near this thing with my magnet ring on, I won't be pulling the items and messing up the whole process. Next, we need to create the body of this thing and figure out a way of getting our mobs into this trap, our skeletons and zombies for the processing. So I had wanted to use, see, there are fans that we can use, these guys, but they have a range of like 5 blocks. They're kind of pathetically weak. Unfortunately, that makes them unusable. They're too small. And then we have this thing, the Daffle Mill, which has a fantastic range, but it doesn't push entities. So I think we're stuck using water, but if we're going to use water, I at least want to use ice. So if we put water over here, let's see, these have transformed. Oopses. It'll turn into snow for us. Matter of fact, I will. This. Too strong. And we'll craft her in here. So now we can save it. There we go. 2 snows. And we have ourselves a little box here. It's going to be the return of Snowman Joe. Boink. There we go. And we'll just do this to our heart's content here. It'll be an easy way to get tons of snow. And then once we have enough of this, we'll be in business. We almost already have a stack. I'm going to show you what I mean here. Now, with everything that we have, we are actually still missing Silk Touch. That is the one thing that we haven't been able to get. And that's been a pain. But, good news, found a way around that too. Now, the reason why we want the snow is that we can convert that into ice. There we go. Using this. Now, you can further convert that into packed ice in here, but the problem is it will probably melt due to the sun before it converts, and that's going to take a long time. So if we put down this ice and we try to break it or harvest it, we end up just getting water. So the workaround is going to be chisels and bits. A lot of problem solving this episode. That's what it means to be a wizard. You have to be creative. One of my favorite wizards of all time, an inspiration of mine, the Wizard MacGyver. If we put this one down now that's been chiseled, we can pick it up. And it also maintains its icy properties. You can see that things are still slippy slidey on this where they don't normally. I'm so excited to try this out, guys. Okay, I want to bring you back as we wrap it up. I'm excited. You're excited. Chucky's excited. We're all excited. I know. Are you enjoying your bloodbath? Anyway, let us make the final component here, the brains of the operation. I saved this for last because I might go a little bit cuckoo after making it. I'm not sure. Hopefully not. Where is my sanity checker? Because I feel like I'm going to want that. So if my calculations are correct, we should be able to give this intelligence, awareness, and it should be alive. Or some facsimile thereof. Close enough. Let's go. Okay. Checker in hand. Yeah, that's more warp than I would like, I can tell you that. Okay, go the Examinus. Very stable. Okay. Eyeballs are going in. A little bit of fluid for the brain to go in. Oh. Gained warp. There it is. Well, that's not creepy at all. Well, let's, we can't scan it when it's in that status. Take a look at this thing. Oh. Yikes. Hi, how are you? Okay, well. Okay, well, oof. Okay, well. Great. That's good. Okay, well, we have some things we need to harvest out of the old chamber here. Any Okay. Ah! Okay. It's like they know what I'm making. All right. Let's eat some food. There we go. That was a nice little heart attack. Can you please die? Okay. Thank you for dying. I just want... You thought that was pretty funny, didn't you? Okay. Alright. That's all cleared out. The machine is fully armed. Okay, final systems check. Okay, system is armed. Those are powered. Enhanced kill mechanism, check. Blood extraction system, check. Mana / XP switch. Creepy as crap. Zombie brain. What have I made, man? Okay, let's think I'll go ahead and put some glass here so I can make sure that this thing's actually destroying stuff like it should. We have the anti-magnetic flowers down there so that the items will not fly all over the place and they'll stay where they need to stay. In other words, get destroyed by the cactus. Okay. I think we're ready. First, we're going to keep it in XP mode and see if that works. So let's flip the switch. Okay, here they come. Oh! That's not supposed to happen. Okay, that's a problem. Can't be having those things pop out like that. Wow, okay, what's happening down here? Okay, stuff is falling in there like it should and being destroyed. Great. Okay. And, our frames are not liking us. Our frames are not liking us. The XP is built. But we must turn it off. Turn it off. The world can't handle it. Okay. No. Must turn on mana mode. There. It's working. Oh gosh, I'm blind. Stay off me. Okay, we're gonna have to figure out a solution for that. Okay, he's dead. Okay. So the XP is being absorbed. Oh, that thing's too strong. Okay. Oh, that got full. That got full in a hurry. Disposal system worked. That's not something we can leave on. It's not as pretty looking, but I think that will work out better. We're going to keep the mana system on. And we're going to try this again. I'm scared. I'm going to be far away from this thing. Okay. The mana is kicking in. As I say, oh! Super zombies are a problem. Okay, I gotta turn this thing off. I can't see. More of them can be spawning in. Oh gosh. Run away. Run away. Okay. We gotta turn it off. We gotta turn off the system. Turn off. Ugh. We have to figure out a solution to this thing. It's too strong. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. That was a stressful last minute there. Yay, we made a super spawner. Boo, it's deadly as crap. If you enjoy deadly spawners and ulcers, please hit that like button. If you really enjoyed, don't forget to subscribe. Check out Sassy Rogue on her side of the channel, and we will see you in the next episode of Thaumcraft, the Forbidden Arts. See you next time, everybody. Bye-bye. Subscribe.